Welcome to episode 15. Let me tell you this. There is no such thing as one lucky break. And too many people are living in one of these spaces. They're either assuming that they've missed the boat, that they didn't do it right, that there was an opportunity, but they missed it, and all of that kind of past lack. Or they're too busy scrambling around trying to find the thing. Okay, did you ever see Finders Keepers as a kid? And they would hear the clue, and yet they were just running around the whole place, not focused, just tearing things out. Whereas if they'd listened to the clue and they'd followed the nose in that direction, they might have found what they were looking for. And so I want you to be really mindful about how you do this and how you're moving forward. Are you being present? Are you following the signs and the clues and the steps forward? Are you being logical, or are you being erratic? Can you give it? Are you the person? Who are you? What do you do? That is going to repel all the people who could be very much part of your journey. When we assume that there isn't one way to do this, we take more responsibility. And I think that we get more in touch with our creativity. We really listen to what is required of us. And instead of waiting, we start creating. We start building and designing and moving towards the overall sensation of what we want to create. Whereas if we are just waiting for one opportunity, sometimes I think we can be a bit passive. We can sit here and be hasn't showed up yet. Where is it? Where is it? Whereas actually there are so many ways to do this. You have not missed your turn. You have not missed the perfect age to do this. And even if, let's be realistic. Maybe if there were moments where actually with your wisdom, this thing that you want to do, it probably would have been easier in your 20s when you had no responsibilities. Maybe you didn't have a mortgage. Maybe you didn't have kids. Maybe you were fitter and younger and more energized. But guess what? It didn't happen in your 20s. So the fact that you still want to do it in your 40s, take this as a sign to create movement. It's still important to you. And you can choose right now to be in that lack of it didn't happen. Maybe I did something wrong. Or look at it more positively and say, wow, the fact that I'm thinking about this still means it's important. How am I going to make it happen? And also, how can I use the 20 years of wisdom that I've accumulated within myself to make it happen even quicker and in a way that I know that I'm going to love? Those little reframes, those perspective changes are going to make all the difference. Because remember, your brain, your mind is always going to pull out the most negative things. You can't do it, you missed the boat, this always happens to you, blah, 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 blah. All of this stuff. I don't want you to be limited in that way. And actually your goal, your dream, your idea, your plan, whatever it is, it's going to need the best version of you to step forward. It's going to need your clarity, your creativity, your presence. It needs to turn down that noise, that la, 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 la. It's almost that moment where you see a speaker beginning, or a teacher, an educator. If there is a room of 500 people and there is a group of 3 at the back whispering to each other, they can't focus on what they need to do. They're why are those people talking? Oh, I can hear it. And so what I want you to do is to really close down the noise in those areas so you can focus, you can serve, and you can move into that identity and that energy that is required of you right now. I would love to know your thoughts and feelings on this. If you want to subscribe to the Secret series, please do so for free. There's also a free free workshop. And if you are ready to make some mega moves and you're like, do you know what, Nikki? Yes, I am ready for my next lucky break. I'm here to create it, to make it happen. Send me a message, let's set up a call and we can go from there. Lots of love, and I'll see you next time.